Hi, I'm Michelle Smith. I'm the business director at Fitch London, and I lead our client portfolio here in our London studio, consulting on experience design, retail and omnichannel transformation for clients including L'Oreal, Nestle, and Adidas. I'm following Morgan Holt, so if anyone caught that, that was such an incredible presentation and a really hard act to follow. I'm going to be talking about transforming .com into brand.com. I'm really excited to take you through that today. Let me share my screen now. One sec. Fantastic. Okay, and we're up. Perfect. So the last 20 years has seen the rise of e-commerce across all categories and markets, with brands enjoying the commercial success of selling online and creating their own marketplaces online. But recently, we've seen there's this tension emerging between e-commerce and experience. E-commerce being the functional, add-to-basket design driving transaction. Meanwhile, in the physical world, as you will have heard Aaron talk about earlier, this experience economy is absolutely flourishing. So what does that mean for brand.com? It's no surprise that more and more customers are shopping online than ever before. Total global e-com sales are anticipated to reach 22% by 2023 across all categories. We know that online is a hugely important channel. And today, COVID has been this catalyst to act. Consumers are adapting to e-everything. E-working and the rise of Microsoft Teams, now reporting 75 million daily users, e-socializing and new apps like House Party emerging, and e-partying with global events like Together at Home. And of course, within this changing landscape, e-shopping is absolutely changing. These e-experiences are constantly evolving as demand continues to increase and customer behaviors continue to change. And these were things that we were already thinking about with our clients. You know, over the last few months, all of our clients have been coming to us with these questions, asking about how they need to optimize their .com. How can they use their .com to maintain a human connection? And how do we tell our brand stories online? But COVID has really fast-tracked these thinking. So what do we know about online brand experiences currently? You know, I love this quote. Online is the biggest store, but it's not the best, from Tadishi and I of Fast Retailing. I think that really sums up both the problem and the opportunity. You know, .com remains this functional, mission-led purchasing tool when it comes to e-shopping. When people visit a .com, it's usually to order a known product that they need. It's convenient, there's an ease of use, and it's predictable, site to site. But it's not inspiring. There's very little ability to learn something new, and it's rarely fun. In short, there's sort of no emotional satisfaction for our customers, and brands aren't delivering memorable experiences online. The rest of the retail ecosystem's been evolving. You know, physical retail has changed from standard products on shelf, curated experience, unique services, and places for communities to connect. Online itself has evolved. It's now a multi-device mixed reality environment built for customer engagement and connection. But .com suffers from winner's syndrome, you know, and we're left with this standardized warehouse template. This slide here, you know, you can see that Amazon has fundamentally redefined the locating mission online. Everyone else is really shadowed by Amazon's success. And consumers are left with a sea of sameness, this same standardized layout, the same add to basket icons, the same description and product template, no matter what the category, from books, beauty to automotive and high fashion. You know, and I think we need to ask ourselves, how can brands flip this functional .com into a meaningful experience and create a brand.com? At Fitch, we believe that everything should start with the customer, and you would have heard my colleagues Morgan and Aaron talk about dreaming, exploring and locating through their talks earlier today. I'm going to delve into this framework a little bit deeper now and then take you through what that could mean for shaping an online experience. The dreaming is about inspiration. It's about learning and having fun with new choices. Exploring is about reducing choice anxiety with a little bit of extra help. And locating is exactly what it says, quickly navigating to your product of choice. So for an in-store experience, if we take one of my clients, Kiehl's, as an example, a dreaming mission might look like a customer interested in a change in his skincare routine. The customer would allow time and the space to be inspired by Kiehl's heritage story, their apothecary background, and maybe take a guided recommendation by a Kiehl's customer representative. For an exploring mission, that customer would have more direction in what they were looking for. So he might be looking for hydration products. And to help make his choice, he could either have that one-on-one consultation with a staff member or delve into self-trial within the hydration category. And finally, for a locating mission, in store that would look like, I know I need that midnight recovery serum. It's clearly positioned in our top sellers section. It's a simple, quick purchase. So how does that translate online? So we know that locating and this add to basket mission remains hugely important online. It's that simple search, add to basket, and checkout journey. So serving a locating mission well online means that it becomes the go-to destination for replenishment, the go-to destination for known purchases. It means there's low basket abandonment, and it's really known for its ease of use. But brands have this huge opportunity to address both the dreaming and exploring missions, and really that's not being done at the moment. Serving a dreaming mission will mean more brand storytelling, more brand immersive experiences, which will result in longer dwell time, bigger baskets, a sticky, memorable experience, a reason for customers to share their experience, and a reason for them to return again. And then addressing that exploring mission means that there's an opportunity for up and cross-sell. It means that brands are able to build a deeper trust with their customers and really demonstrate expertise. So if brands can deliver on this locating mission, it means that .com will become the place to go, something we're already achieving. But if we can expand that and deliver for our dreamers and our explorers, it means .com is the place to be. And if we can achieve an experience online across dreaming, exploring, and locating, it means that .com is the place to return. So how do we start to design for these dreaming and exploring missions online? The first place to start is with digital storytelling and immersive brand experiences. Our work for Adidas and their latest football launch really strive to cater for the dreaming mind state. Anyone that knows football will know that the Predator boot is an Adidas icon. It's a football icon. For the latest launch, Fitch worked with Adidas on their 100% Unfair campaign, capturing the content, the art direction, and creating the retail experience, offline and online, that online experience on screen now. The campaign centered around the iconic boot and footballer Paul Pogba. The core product attribute is a new feature called Demon Skin. It's a series of spikes on the boot giving footballers more spin. The campaign content was then designed to personify this demon skin. Our online experience aimed to capture the hearts and imaginations of our football dreamers through this comic book style content and storytelling. We needed them to be inspired to see their own potential and to see the potential of the Predator boot. We led with content and storytelling before any sort of add to basket functionality, capturing this dreaming mind state through the story, the dream of what you could achieve in the Predator boots. We then allowed for more deeper product-specific benefits and content to really help those on an exploring mission navigate. Of course, throughout the whole experience, there's this option to buy, but it's not overwhelming, and the story is focused on what you can dream and achieve with the Predator boots on. Rested.co is another unique example of a .com environment delivering on dreaming and exploring mind states. It's a brand that offers sleep products, so sleep solution, app subscriptions. What I love about this example is the online environment starts with brand storytelling. It allows space for overall category information and immersion. There isn't a hard sell, it's about the full experience. The landing page opens to a simple but sweet animation, really setting the brand tone. Rested.co offers this category-first storytelling approach. Users can then navigate through the benefits of sleep. They can explore further with interactive explanation of the science, really helping to decode some of the information. And then once you've had the opportunity to dream, there's a deeper dive into the product ingredients, catering to that explorer mind state, really giving them the information they need to make their choice. And then finally, the product itself and the app subscription. So whilst this brand.com has clear navigation without this overt add to basket, it's really a great demonstration of allowing space for brand storytelling to cater to those dreamers and those explorers. Now, one of the key aspects of a physical store that doesn't directly translate online is human service. And a really particularly interesting example to explore it in the current environment. But what we're looking at now is .com being a conduit for connection. Let's take the beauty category as one to explore on this subject. Beauty advisors, makeup artists, skincare experts have long been a staple of the beauty experience. The empathy that comes from in real life beauty advisors and the expertise through in-store services is still hard to beat in this category. But we've seen this rapid transformation of how online can help bridge that gap during the COVID crisis. Brands and retailers are reacting in a number of ways to connect customers with ambassadors, delivering virtual experiential services and human interaction. The Space NK is a multi-brand retailer here in the UK. They've started deploying Zoom and Instagram as part of their omni-channel mix, connecting their customers to their staff virtually. They've launched Space NK Live on their brand.com, a real hub for content, a hub for connection. Their virtual experiential services include one-on-one consultations, masterclasses and tutorials for learning and inspiration. And they're also running events, not only to connect customers with ambassadors, but also to bring the community together. Mecca, an Australian multi-brand retailer, responded similarly. They've got a virtual Mecca experience. Overall, their .com has evolved in the last 2 months to be a lot more content-led, launching a 24-hour content channel and introducing numerous ways to connect with staff, from online chat services to virtual consultations through FaceTime. And I think as the world now cautiously opens their doors in certain countries, we're starting to see the blurring and the blending of in-store experiences and virtual experiences working hand in hand together. So, as you start to think about your future retail formats, I'd like you really to consider this emerging space, this place between your physical flagships, your big, immersive brand destinations, your stores on Fifth Avenue and Oxford Street, and your functional, commercial, e-commerce add-to-basket channel. It's this space in between where we really believe that online flagships could be the future. And we can think about designing an online flagship in the same way that we design a physical flagship. As Morgan and Aaron spoke about earlier today, think about the brand's DNA and how that translates into experience themes and creating that experience signature. And then really take experience platforms as the building blocks of what that online flagship could be, whether it's about play or transformation, learning or empowerment. An online flagship can do all of that as well as a physical flagship. An online flagship will allow brands to connect meaningfully with customers and remain relevant in today's evolving normal as well as the longer term future. And I think the big change and the big shift we need to see is not just catering for those locating missions, but broadening it and catering for all consumer missions, dreaming and exploring. Our online flagships will allow for deeper brand storytelling, immersive experiences, and a new way to connect. An online flagship really has endless potential. So before I delve into the Q&A, I wanted to leave you with 3 thoughts. The first is that your .com isn't just for transactions. It can be a place for brand storytelling. It can be a place for experiential services and really a place to connect customers to your brand and to their community. Don't forget about your dreamers. As you design, think about the dreaming mind state. Think about the exploring mind state. It's not just about locating missions. And finally, really consider this idea of an online flagship as part of your format strategy. Thank you so much for your time. really, really chuffed to be part of this webinar. The next speaker is Peter Knapp. He's the Chairman and Chief Creative Officer at Landor. He is going to be talking about the race to be the place, the new role of country and city brands. He's on at 3 p.m. British time, so 10 a.m. Eastern Standard for anyone joining us from the States. And you can get me on LinkedIn. I'm Michelle Smith, a little bit harder to find, but yeah, Michelle Smith at Fitch, and you should be able to connect with me there. Thank you so much. Bye.